You. Welcome to another fabulous Mick and Duane show.
I don't know what episode it is.
59.
59? Oh,
59
I was like
of these-
57 or 58 or 50.
Yeah.
59.
59,
Wow.
that's saying something. 59 episodes.
59 episodes.
Wow. Lori's keeping up on making sure you're here.
Yep.
I'm going to mix.
Yep.
She's making sure. Now she knows.
She knows I'm here.
She knows you're here.
Hey, Lori.
Oh, he said sound is going in and out. Must be your internet. Is anyone else having trouble with the sound? Anyone? Bueller? Germ!
Jeremy Rice, how you doing, big guy?
What's up, man?
I might need your technical assistance one of these days on my car.
Is anyone else having trouble with our audio? I'm not having any trouble. I can hear myself just fine.
I can hear me too.
All right, so we'll jump right in.
I can hear me.
We'll jump right in. First, let's talk about my cool shirt. Duane had been telling me.
I told him about this shirt.
I had seen them, but
yeah, but I told him.
so my all over t-shirts. These are awesome.
All over.
The all over. Who can tell me what shirt I've got on? What is this? What is this?
What is this?
What is this?
That's a good
Besides
question.
a fat guy in a shirt.
What shirt is it?
There, Lori says no problem with the sound. All right, so anyone that don't know, I think it says it somewhere. Let's see. Oh, it says it right here. Uh-oh, locked it. Okay, we're cool. So this is Van Halen's Fair Warning album. An all-over print. I mean, all over.
The back?
The back, the front, everything. It's
Everything.
Just, it's cool shit. And I got another one, but
We'll debut that.
we'll
next.
debut that the
next
next
time.
the next big show.
Big show.
So hey, we're glad you guys we're doing this on a different night.
Yeah, different night for us.
We,
Yeah,
we,
we just,
we usually do Sundays, but you know, Mick and Duane, we're just so random.
we never know what you're going to do.
Yeah. We're just random. So whatever. We done one since we played in Grayson?
No.
Or wasn't in Grayson.
Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook. Whoa. Sandy Hook. So we went from playing at the Paramount to 1,200 people,
Yeah.
and then the next show we played to 12.
Yeah.
So
1,200 to 12. What do you do?
you know,
It is.
brought
what
us
it is.
brought us back down to earth. But it was fun.
Yeah.
It was
12 really enjoyed it.
yeah. I mean, it's good to play anywhere. Not overdo it. We definitely don't overdo it. We play what, 2 or 3 shows a year
Yeah.
at best.
At best.
We played 6 shows in 1 year once.
6 shows?
Yeah, we played 6.
Wow.
Nah, we played more than that back when you first got in the band. We were going to Louisville.
Yeah, we play pretty often.
Yeah, not like a cover band, but I mean pretty often for an original band. Maybe played 10 shows that year.
Yeah.
Did 2 in 1 weekend.
2 in 1 weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We went to Louisville. Was that you or Chip?
No, that was me.
That was
We
you.
went to
Okay, yeah.
Louisville.
Went to Louisville.
Not a tunnel festival.
Yeah, so made it a weekender.
Yep.
Went down to Louisville, played 3rd Street Dive,
Yep.
and we stayed in Louisville that night, right?
Yeah.
And then we got up that morning and drove to the Nava
Tunnel festival.
Tunnel, Stanton, Kentucky.
In Kentucky.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
Did we go through the tunnel? Did I take you through the tunnel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'd been through it the year before. I was surprised they called us back, really, because they're like mom and pops and stuff. We got the first time we went down.
Yeah.
Chip and Tony and Chip had been drinking or whatever all the way down. You know, we opened up the van. It's like Cheech and Chong. You know, Chip stumbling out. I saw people like grabbing their kids.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, who are these guys? The cops was kind of giving us the EY.
Yeah.
I was like, we're cool.
Four
I went over. I saw a cop. And he was looking at us. I went over and talked to him. I'm like, yeah, dude, we got one dude that, you know, he's had a little too much to drink, but
Yeah, he's okay.
I'll keep an eye on him. The rest of us are fine. But yeah, I swear I saw
People grabbing
their kids
kids.
like we just strode up like a bunch of rock and rollers.
Yeah.
It was cool. And we actually played good.
Yeah,
Played good. You got good crowd response.
yeah,
You know,
That's
for
all
what
that
it was.
yeah.
Yeah, for what it was. A little festival
Cool.
down in Kentucky.
Not a tunnel festival.
Yep. So we may have talked about that last show. So, you know, the epic for the year so far, you know, Lita Ford and Firehouse.
Firehouse,
I think we went over this the shit with this show. Then we went and did the one in Sandy Hook, but it was for a good cause. It was for Appalachian children, blah 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 blah. You know, raise some money for them kids. And we had Mr. Les Paul Deal.
Yeah, he showed up.
He showed up,
Yep.
and we're not going to say much about his connection, but had Mr. Les come and help.
Yeah.
You know, had somebody else helping Alvin.
With the sound.
Yep, appreciate him.
The help.
And played with some other cool bands. Kind of varied in what they were doing. Glad to, and I told Alvin, I said, I'm at least 30 years older than every other band, every other guy that's got up on that stage tonight. But the one band stayed behind, and they were mesmerized.
Yeah,
by us.
they were
Yeah.
enthralled with us.
Which what tells me is, I think maybe the professionalism that we bestowed upon the show.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because we had extra lights.
And we had lights. we had lights.
Extra lights. But yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Those guys hanging out and you know, asking lots of questions and
Lots of questions.
Yeah. which was cool. Louie, I think you're in the wrong chat.
Yeah, Chad.
Oh, no, Kelly. No, Kelly's on there. Never mind. Louie, yeah, he's going up to see Chip Monday. I'm going to try and go up and see Chip tomorrow. I'm sure most of you guys know, but our buddy Chappie had a heart episode here about 3 weeks ago, and he's laid up. It's been touch and go for a little while. Seen some improvement. Some improvement.
That's good. Yeah.
But it's going to take some time for old Chappie.
Chappie's got a road before him. He's got a road before him.
He's got a long road ahead of him.
We wish him well.
Yep.
Hopefully he comes out.
I told Kelly, and I've told her maybe 2 or 3 times, but Chappie's like a cockroach.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to get rid of old Chappie.
Yeah.
He's like a cockroach. He's gonna live for a million years. But I hope to
Chappie and Cher.
Chappie and Cher.
Yeah.
You know, Chip called me the day he turned. I think Elvis died when he was 42.
Yeah.
The day Chip turned 43, he called me. I answered. He said, "Well, I made it." I'm like, "You made it?" He said, "Yep. I lived 1 more year than Elvis." He's a big, huge Elvis fan. He loved Elvis. Yeah, he loved Elvis.
Yeah.
He made it. I made it. There are so many great Chip stories, and Louie and anyone else on here that's played music with him. There's so many awesome Chip stories.
Yeah. Chappie's a great guy.
There's too many great Chip stories.
Yeah. Chip-faced.
Chip-faced. Yeah, that was the thing. You didn't get shit-faced. You got chip-faced.
You got chip-faced.
Hopefully,
He'll be with us.
Hopefully he'll be well enough and he can come in and tell some of these stories himself.
That'd be good.
That would be awesome. But like I say, he's got a long road ahead of him. And let's just hope for the best. Hope for the best for old Chappie. And so that's one. And then, of course, we lost our other brother, Tony.
Yeah.
in February. Yeah, it was that one hurt. So this getting old shit's not for pussies.
No, it's not. It's not. We gotta keep on keeping on.
Yeah, it's getting old stuff. So okay, so we talked about our shows. So Duane and I have actually been listening to some. We're kind of writing.
We played some tunes tonight just to keep our fingers loose, limber. We played a little bit.
Yep, played a little bit, listened to some stuff, and as soon as we wrap up this, we'll go back to one or two songs that we've already got a start on.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll just sit and maybe you'll just drink and I'll pluck around on the guitar and maybe come up with something. You never know.
That's the way it normally works.
So we're going to go straight to some news. So the biggest thing, and I'm sure everyone knows, it's up top here, the Mick Mars bullshit this week in Motley Crue, the last week or two. Ever since it happened, because I belong to so many metal groups. Yeah, it was like I pulled it up and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you're getting over and inundated with it.
Yeah, so what it boils down to is Mick is not touring anymore.
Right.
And he claims that they were trying to cut him out of his. He just said he wasn't going to tour. That didn't mean he wasn't going to write or
be a part of the band.
He just wasn't going to tour.
Wasn't going to tour. He wanted to be available for residencies, one-off shows.
Right.
All these other type of any future writings.
Yeah. So
he wanted to be part of the band.
So according to him, what's come out in the news is that they're trying to cut him out completely. He had 25%, and they're trying to cut him down to 5% or something like that.
Yep.
And I say I call bullshit.
I call bullshit.
Yeah, fuck you all. He has claimed, and I believe him. He said I've carried that band for years.
Yep.
And he probably fucking has, because Vince sounds horrible.
Vince sounds horrible.
He claims that Nikki Sixx, all of his bass parts are tracks.
All of them. Wow.
All of them. He says all of them.
Wow.
He's not playing any. Tommy Lee.
Some of them are.
Some.
And we saw evidence of it.
I think all of them are, but he's still playing. That's what I don't get. You can watch him. He's still able to play it, but I think
I've seen him walking around while the drums were being played.
Yeah, like a and he wasn't on the set yet.
Yeah. We've seen that.
So why do that? I don't know. I guess that's the thing, and I guess it's the thing now. I don't understand. These guys are perfectly capable of playing their fucking songs.
Nikki and Tommy both are perfectly capable of playing.
Yeah. Nick,
their tracks aren't that hard.
Well, I mean, Tommy is a great drummer.
Yeah.
Is Nicky a great bass player? No. But
he can play his tracks.
He can play his songs.
Surely.
Yeah, they're not complicated. His parts are not complicated. Nikki Sixx.
Sorry.
Yeah.
They should be able to play their own songs.
Yeah. Eddie Trunk, I listen to all kinds of Eddie Trunk. He's all the time bitching about anybody that has tracks.
Yeah.
Hates it. Tracks. I don't know why the fuck they're doing this. But then Motley Crue came back with, we got all these interviews with the sound guy and these texts saying, Mick was fucking up here and there. I don't believe it. I don't believe Mick was fucking up.
He might have messed up here and there.
Well,
everybody messes up.
Everybody messes up. So
if you can't hear and your ear and ear monitor,
exactly is what was said. Maybe somebody come to his defense. Somebody in the band. Maybe the ear monitors weren't working. And if you're playing to a fucking track,
yeah,
and you can't hear, you don't know when the fuck it came on.
Right.
Everybody's already fucking playing.
Yep.
That's why
it's a mess. If you're playing to a track, it can be a mess.
I don't know. I'm just old school. I like the monitors. Sometimes they're great, sometimes not. Last show,
yeah, Not so much.
Not so much. I was going by vocal memory.
Yeah.
The vibrations in my head.
Yeah. What it felt like.
I was hoping that, hey, I'm in tune.
I'm hoping that much. Me too, man. It was terrible.
I asked Alvin. He said no, it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to back off a couple times because I just
didn't know.
Couldn't find it.
Yeah.
You got to be able to hear yourself to find it.
Yeah. We couldn't hear ourselves.
It's what it is. You're gonna get those shows.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. They had some problem with some equipment. They need to. If Mike Wilkerson listens to this, you need to invest in a little more equipment. I know it's expensive.
It's life.
Yeah, it's life that happens.
Yeah. Sometimes
you get good sound, sometimes you get shit. But at the Paramount, those fucking little monitors,
they were kick ass.
They were small.
They were small, but they were
and they kicked ass at the Paramount. Those.
We'd love to have them every time.
Those monitors were awesome. They were small. I think they were powered.
They were power monitors.
I think they were, but they were small.
They were small.
They were small.
They done the job.
Yeah, he was like, okay, here, kick.
Yep.
Who needs kick? He put the kick in. I was like, God damn, that sounds great.
Yeah.
And then he goes, play the snare. He said, who wants snare on the monitor? I'm like,
nobody.
I don't want any fucking snare.
We can hear it live.
Stating in his fucking snare. I told him, I said, I don't want none of that shit in my monitor.
Yeah. He's loud enough live.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Louder than hell. So one other news item I saw on here. So this is up for debate. James Hetfield, he hooked up with Eddie Van Halen's amp guru, Jose Arredondo. I don't speak Spanish that well. I don't speak Mexican that well.
Yeah, Jose.
Yeah, Jose.
Somebody.
But anyway, so early in Eddie's career, he always...
Josie.
It's Jose.
Oh.
But anyway, Eddie, early in his career, he always talked about his amps being modified by this dude out in California. That's how he got his brown sound, because his Marshall, his Plexi, his 60s Plexi, I don't know what year, was modified by this dude. And then later, Eddie says, it really wasn't modified. It was a stock Marshall. But he did use a Variac. A Variac is, you plug 110 volts into it, just like from a wall outlet, and then you got a dial.
Controls the voltage.
You got a dial. The only switch, it doesn't have any switches, nothing. You just got a dial.
Yeah.
And you can dial it up to 120, so it'd be just like plugging it in the wall. So he dialed it down to maybe 85, 87.
Yep.
So that would that way he would be able to turn his amps up a little more and get more drive out of them.
Yeah.
Later in life, he says that was just the secret.
That was the case. That
Yeah.
was the case.
That was the case.
Yeah.
But it was his fingers. It was his
The
fingers.
created his tone.
But that helped. The Variac.
Variac helped.
So I don't know which I believe, whether his amps were modified. You kind of tend to be more honest when you're older, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're young, you might want to tell them, "Oh, some dude modified my shit to make it sound great."
Yeah. But later on, you're
like, no, it was just it was stock.
It was stock stuff with the Variac.
Yeah. Not many commenters, but we got people on. We are not going to keep this going. I really don't have anything else.
Yeah.
We're going to play some guitar and bass, and you guys can enjoy this video in my awesome Van Halen Fair Warning shirt.
Fair Warning shirt. All over.
All over Fair Warning shirt. I'll probably take my other one down.
I got my Kansas shirt.
Oh, you got your Kansas shirt on. Oh, if we do another Kansas show, I won't even have to talk. Duane will talk the whole fucking time. Hey guys, it's good to see everyone. You people that are religious, pray for our buddy Chappie.
Yep.
If you're not religious, just send out good vibes, just whatever. Just, you know, hope he heals up. Hope he heals up and can come back to us. I ain't got nothing else, dude.
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
Anything? All right. So as far as the future of Four Skulls, we're just continuing to write. We've got 2 songs in the bag, ready to roll. The songs are written. We have demos, but they're ready when we say, okay, we're going.
Yeah, ready to
I don't
go.
know if we ought to record these and get them perfect.
Yeah.
And then move on to the other ones, or just keep writing and then say, okay, we got this bunch of songs. Now let's go record all of them.
I think that way.
Yeah.
I think
Probably
that way.
getting okay. So
Yeah.
that's what we'll do. So we'll demo.
Get a group of songs ready, and then we'll do them all.
Okay. Cool. We've got a theme.
Yep.
We've got a theme, and I'll talk to you about the theme here in a little bit. I got an idea, maybe.
Okay.
But we're gonna bolt and play with these guitars and shit
And stuff.
and such stuff. Glad you guys hung out with us. Happy Easter weekend. Everyone have a wonderful time with your families tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you much.
You.
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 Happy Easter, guys.
All right. Have a good one.
Later.